democracy and diversity. We shall study about how democracy responds to social differences, divisions and inequalities. The topic of this lesson begins with an example of public expression of social divisions. Let's start this topic by the story of Mexico Olympics. In 1968, 200-meter race was organized in Olympics at Mexico City. In this race, African American athletes Tommy Smith and John Carlos had won the gold and bronze medal respectively. The athletes made raised fists and heads bowed gesture while the American national anthem was played. While receiving medals, they wore black socks and no shoes to represent black poverty. Their intention was to drive the attention of the world towards the racial discrimination in the United States. The silver medalist Peter Norman from Australia also joined them. The International Olympic Association held Carlos and Smith guilty of violating the Olympic spirit by making a political statement. Their medals were taken back. But their actions succeeded in gaining international attention for the civil rights movement in the US. Origins of social differences. These social differences are mostly based on accident of birth. Normally, we don't choose to belong to our community. We belong to it simply because we were born into it. Other differences are based on our choices. For example, some people are atheists. They don't believe in God or any religion. Some people choose to follow a religion other than the one in which they were born. Most of us choose what to study, which occupation to take up, and which games or cultural activities to take part in. All these lead to formation of social groups that are based on our choices. Every social differences does not lead to social division. Social differences divide similar people from one another, but they also unite different people. Rich and poor persons from the same family often do not keep close relations with each other, for they feel they are very different. Thus, we all have more than one identity and can belong to more than one social group. Overlapping and cross-cutting differences. Social division takes place when some social difference overlap with other differences. The difference between the blacks and whites became a social division in the US because the blacks tend to be poor, homeless, and discriminated against. The social differences or overlapping and cross-cutting differences can be well understood through the below given examples. Poor and rich, black and white, Catholics and Protestants. Northern Ireland and the Netherlands both are predominantly Christian but divided between Catholics and Protestants. In Northern Ireland, class and religion overlap with each other. If you are Catholic, you are also more likely to be poor, and you may have suffered a history of discrimination. In the Netherlands, class and religion tend to cut across each other. Catholics and Protestants are about equally like to be poor or rich. The result is that Catholics and Protestants have had conflicts in Northern Ireland. while they do not do so in the Netherlands. Overlapping social differences create possibilities of deep social division and tensions. This is all in this topic. See you soon to learn politics of social division in the next topic. Till then, keep learning.